What's up, Lord 7? How you doing? First. That is true. That is true. You are first. I literally just stopped the stream, by the way. Streaming Paladins. And they're already teasing us a little bit of the things to come. Look, this emote hasn't been in the game yet. This is only on Datamine, and they're already putting it there. The new mouse, the new wheel just looks actually really good. I like it, but it just feels weird that they put it on PDS first, then they are going to do the showcase. I don't know if they're going to reopen PDS. I'm lost. Bebop, Hussein, how you doing? Emir King, how you doing? I was first but didn't chat. It's fine, it's fine. I appreciate you guys being here without having to be the first one or the last one. It doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you're here, fine. It's done. I like how they thought of, you know, we could use this skin while doing the emote. We might as well just put a mage here because people are not going to understand. Jesus fucking Christ, look at that hand. This is the flaw of the characters on Realm Royale. Look at the hand of the mage. She has a bigger hand than I do. If she slaps me with that, she'll destroy me. 1 minute and still counting. Let's go. We're almost there. Get in, get in, get in. We also have loots. I'm not going to turn off the loots, but I can turn away just the bar in case it covers up for text. Yeah, it is covering up. Unless I could just put it up. Done. Ta-da! Beautiful. Beautiful. Excited for this new update. I kind of am because finally we're going to have an ability that I feel that it's a little bit better than the wall. Although I feel that it's a little bit weak, but we're going to wait and see. They already said that we're going to be probably increasing the damage. Since it's a new ability, it's kind of normal they wanted PDS up before. Because it it could maybe not work. We'll see. All right, we're going on in 15 seconds. Let's go. Hi, Ludi. How you doing? I have to open the chest, but I'll open that after the stream. Then possibly we're going for some Realm Royale. Let's go. Okay.
I love how you managed to really show off like pretty much everything we're bringing to the table in those intro videos. Those are great, guys. Welcome. What's up, everybody, to the OB19 Realm Royale patch notes. My name is Pretty Hair. You're gonna be used to seeing my face, but I got a couple of new ones here with me. We've got Alex, Andy, and of course Josh down the end. But I want to give Alex and Andy a chance to kind of tell us a little bit about what they do for the team.
Yeah, sure. So I'm trying to fill in for Kret. No, I am just the new Kret. So I'm going to be the designer on Realm for now.
New Kret. Now with hair.
Yes. And no boots, no bike. But, it's going to be a good time. So yeah, I'm going to be making some changes and playing with the game. I want it to be fun. But yeah, I'll be the new designer and world designer. So it's going to be a good time.
Awesome.
That's actually good.
Yeah, I was recently brought in as the lead programmer on Realm. I've been mostly focusing on quality of life, bug fixing. So you've seen me in some of the streams as Hi-Res Junku, kind of talking about what people care about, what they're interested in, and just kind of trying to fix what I can to make the game better.
So these are the names, guys. These are the faces you got to be used to seeing, asking if you want certain things. They've got an ear to the streets, so to speak. Guys, we got a lot of cool stuff for you. You kind of saw some of it there in the lead-in, in the intro video. But let's go ahead and get into it. I mean, the base drop bundle is going to be the first thing up on our docket, and we saw a little bit of that, I think, teased. Cool new skin, all types of awesome stuff. There's like the chicken skin, of course. These usually come with the whole package in the bundle.
Yeah, this bundle is going to have 5 items in it. Let's see if we can cut over to gameplay. We'll be able to show them off a little bit. But
yeah.
Let's see if we can get into it.
Yeah, man. We've got the skin, we've got the mount, we've got the chicken, the whole kit and caboodle. There is our little teaser art there. Are those glow sticks? Is that what the chicken's holding?
Yeah, it's glow sticks. Looks cool.
I like it. My favorite thing has got to be that mount, though. Looks like it's just ripped fresh off the airplane wing. Strap a seat to it and rock and roll.
Why am I hearing water?
Chance to hop in a game. take a peek at some of this really cool stuff. And judging by the scheme and the skirt, I would say this is a mage skin, Josh.
Correct. Yeah, we maintained some of the same color schemes you're used to with the mage. Added a little pink to it, and sort of added a tech.
Where are they
vibe since
showing
we are
this here?
In the middle of the
Is
next
something
frontier
new here?
battle pass.
There you go.
Everything sort of sci-fi and futuristic. I like the skin a lot. The little glowing chicken there.
Their
on the
sound is
front.
so shit.
You see that?
Pre-haired sound is
really
good,
home
but
with
their
that.
sound
Got a
is
really cool
so
dagger, too,
shit.
So it's got that custom dagger.
Of course, no skin bundle is complete without the dagger, but this does come with more than just the skin and the dagger. Here, a couple of those cool little swipes. Got the VFX in there. The mount, the next thing, my favorite part, I think, about this bundle. We're going to hop on that, on that bad boy. The Neon Booster is the name of the
Looks
game.
so
with this
weird.
one.
You've seen motorcycles, but now this is the future of motorcycles.
It's like we had like the futuristic bike in the battle pass, and now we've like, how do we take this a step further? You guys, man, you continue to kill it over there with the mount. This is a cool one. I like the trail. Is there any mount special or mount emote associated with this one?
Kevin, why don't you show us?
Let's see. What do we got here?
He doesn't know
It's
how
a
to do
very
it.
serene environment to ride around. Oh yeah.
That is like, oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
You know, every
Never seen
mount
that.
special emo, you got to have a purpose behind it. And this is like, it's almost super toxic in a way. When I kill somebody, I just want to do donuts on their corpse or on their chicken, follow them around for a little bit, get the timer down in my head, and kill them just before they come on back now. So that's gonna be the mount. That is the the Neon Booster, excuse me. Let's take a peek at the chicken skin though. This little bad boy, he's got some glow sticks, and of course the headphones, the sunglasses, the whole kit and caboodle here.
Yeah, this is the kind of chicken you'd see at the concert in the opening video there, you know? He's got his glow sticks, he's got his
I
headphones
like the glow
on.
sticks.
They have the
Tactically,
music sound
yeah,
off.
It's very distracting, you know what I mean? You're like, where am I going? Which way am I moving? It's hard to get a read on this chicken.
Yeah.
Big headphones
It
there.
reminds
So
me
that's
of
the
the
mount, the
Catra's
skin.
chicken skin.
The chicken skin as well. One last look at that bad boy. The beatbox chicken.
Beak
Puns continue. See, Alex, that's something you're going to have to continue to bring. The community cannot be without the Cret level puns.
Okay, I'll bring them for now. Yeah, you're a dad. You can help.
Yeah.
I need it to be embarrassing. So okay, man, that is cute.
It's a cute boy. The chickens, honestly, I like the mount of this one, but the chickens are usually my favorite one. They're mad cute, a lot of fun to play around with. And we do have, of course, the skydive trail that comes along with this bad boy. So as you come on into the map, this package is going to get you a new little skydive VFX. There it is. You got the
You hear the
music
music.
and the VFX.
It has music.
Love
Holy
it.
shit!
You'd
Like
be bumping
you can
on your
literally
way down,
see this
feeling
person
good. Get
from
yourself
miles.
hyped up, get the heart rate up as we drop on into, I believe we're in Jade Gardens at the moment. But we do have one more thing to kind of talk about, Alex, before we part ways with our mage, so to speak. And we talked about this a little bit, I think, in the last patch about replacing one of the abilities in game, the wall, just not really finding a home or a lot of usefulness, or ended up being pretty niche. So you guys
Nico's trying to show us
went
something.
ahead and tuned. Oh, is that a spray?
That's an animated
Little
spray.
animated spray for the
That's also
boys?
part of the base drop bundle.
There you go.
I think
And,
it comes
if
with
you'll
the
notice,
pack. Yeah.
The Neon Booster mount was actually in an animated spray that was in the next Frontier Battle Pass. So you kind of almost got a tease that it was going to be in there. But this is, yeah, a new animated
I like
spray
that
that'll also
pose.
be
You
in
hit
there.
the spray, pose exactly like the spray.
Oh,
Take a
yeah.
picture. It'll last longer. Just take off into the good old distance. That, I think, does it, though, for the contents of the base drop bundle. But back to what I was saying there
Hello,
about the
RR,
ability
yeah.
that we talked about this wall for a while, and just talked to us about why the decision was to change this and how you worked your way into what we have now.
Yeah, so the wall was one of those things that we found, situationally players were kind of using it, but not the way that we intended. So a lot of players would kind of wall themselves into places, or they would kind of try and do something cool that we didn't always allow at the wall. So
Gotcha.
we just thought maybe let's change it out because it's not something that players seem to be too excited about, and it's kind of a difficult move, right? So
Yeah.
let's do something that's can fly
Both
through
power.
walls and do damage to you, and you don't always know where it's coming from unless you listen.
So that takes us, unless you listen.
Unless
I
you
can't wait to
listen.
see what that means.
It's not easy to predict.
Soul
what
Guts,
person
that is the
people
name
are.
of the new
And it's
mage
slow.
ability. You said you got to listen for it. It could go through walls. I mean,
For
talk
those
to
who
me
don't
about
hear
this.
it,
What are we going to be
didn't hear the
expecting?
name. It's
Yeah,
Soul
so this is kind of
Ghost.
this like ethereal. It flies around. It shoots this big energy blast, and it can go through terrain, it can go through buildings, and it can go through multiple people. So you really need to be careful. Like if you're trying to hide, get a nice little view up there. Look at her just.
Here's the 2D piece.
Yeah, it's that kind of really cool, kind of intimidating head there just flying at you. But what it does is that it will do a knockback. It will do some damage.
Awesome.
And it really will. You can't hide from it, right? Because it's like, I'm going to sit behind this wall. I'm in a really tough one-on-one fight. That person knows where I'm at. They can just send it right through the wall, damage me, knock me back, knock me off, because it's actually a pretty significant knockback.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look in-game and see what the new Soul Gust is capable of. Like Alex mentioned, this is a projectile that goes through terrain, goes through walls, multiple players, even if they're stacked up. We got our nice little, our test subject here on the edge of the cliff. Nothing left to live for. There's only one way that this can go, and
it's like an offering.
We got to make sure the people are entertained here, and then off he goes.
Later.
And there he is. So about 300 damage, not too much because I think the core of this ability is obviously the displacement.
Yeah, it's a big displacement ability. It's also one of those ones where, at Legendary, it's going to do a little more damage. But I didn't want the ability to feel too powerful. It has a pretty low cooldown, actually, but the real crux of this, like you said, is displacement. Like, I want to be able to push people around. I want to be able to disengage or knock someone off something.
So you say go through walls. When you mean terrain as well, is this like rocks? Like, can I be behind that rock right there and blast somebody on the other side of this rock?
Absolutely.
Okay, so a lot of, I think, versatility. And this is just makes it very easy to use, I think.
Yes.
We've got our bot on the other side, and I guess the easiest way to read a hit or not is you still can see the damage text through that terrain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is something that we wanted to be able to, it's not a super high skill type of ability, but you have to lead it. It doesn't move too fast. Like, you need to line up your shots, but it gives you more opportunities to connect.
Perfect for those damn charged sword warriors.
Exactly.
Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Get them out of here, boys. There's obviously a lot other things associated with this. Off the top of your head, cooldown, impulse of the knockback. What types of things can we expect to scale? I know you mentioned damage as we go from common to legendary.
So the damage starts at, I believe, either 150 or 200 at common, and it can scale all the way up at legendary to 550. And then we also have the knockback starting at around 1,500 units, and then it can go all the way up to about 3,000. So it gets pretty
meaty.
It gets pretty meaty. And then the distance is always the same. So I didn't want it to be that I'm going to be able to send this across half of the
In terms of, the distance the projectile itself will travel. So in terms of cooldown, are we expecting it to be somewhere in the realm of like a blast shot?
See this in the future.
One of those movement skills?
Yeah, we wanted it to be we wanted it to throw off a little faster. So right now it starts at, common is 18 seconds. And at the high-end legendary is about 12.
And obviously, with the mage and runes in there, you can reduce that bad boy even further. And one other thing associated with this new ability is the new talents. Right. Obviously, the wall had some talents, I think, associated with it, and so now I had to rework some of those. What have you guys gone ahead and done for Soul Gust?
Yeah, so the first thing we did is that the wall used to be connected to a talent that would give a reduced cooldown. I took Soul Gust out of that. I didn't think that we needed more cooldowns on this because it was already kind of low.
Sure.
But what I did do is we added a talent called Creeping Gale. Now what that does is it puts a reveal on the target that you hit for 3.5 seconds.
Ooh.
So it gives you a little bit of awareness of where your enemies are, and it's only on you.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's new.
Your team won't see it, but it's a 3.5 second reveal is pretty nice. Yeah, you like
they
that
put
they
in
get
something
hit, and Andy
to
can speak
climb
a little
on
to that,
when you
how we
fall
actually
down.
knock
That's
them
cool.
back, but
That's
it's not
cool.
like it doesn't launch them into the air, right?
Yeah, it's just a straight knockback based on the direction the projectile's moving. Obviously, if there's like terrain there, it'll slide along the terrain and all that. We want it to be a little more reliable about the direction that you knock them back.
Yeah.
So that way, if you're below them and they're walking above you, you shoot the projectile, they'll go the same direction the projectile is going.
Gotcha. There it is. I mean, pretty decent travel distance. Obviously, you mentioned that doesn't scale. That's going to be consistent across all ranks.
Yep.
The knockback is good. It's going to be directionally focused as
You're
well.
going to show it, at least show it properly.
Anything else on Soul Gust that I'm forgetting to mention, or is that basically it?
I'm just excited to see what people do, especially with that talent. I want to see when you can reveal someone for a little bit, because that we have a decent amount, but nothing for the mage to allow for reveal, so I'm excited.
Yeah, this is going to be good stuff. Next thing up on the docket, kind of similar. We did a gun town change a while back, big layout adjustment, and you guys have kind of just been hopping around the map, keeping things fresh. keeping things new lines of sight, all that type of stuff. Jade Gardens will be the next point of interest that is receiving sort of an update, facelift, whatever you want to call it. I think as we go in and hop around the map, how do you guys look to choose, like, what's next? What's next on our hit list? How do we want to change Jade Gardens this time around?
That's a good question. A lot of the times what we've kind of been looking at are areas, except for Jade Gardens, that are a little more on the outside of the map. Maybe areas that we want to push people into new areas, right? So that's always been kind of the focus. With Jade Gardens this time, it was the idea that, hey, we need to kind of lower everything. It's kind of high. And when you get into some of those rivers, they're kill zones, right? If you get into some of these bodies of water in Jade Gardens, you have a lot of trouble getting out. So the whole idea was to create more avenues to get back into Jade Gardens and more places of cover when you're actually down there and you're fighting.
Yeah, there you go. I like to think of it as you got the wheelchair accessible ramp there.
They
at
lowered
the start of that, at the mouth of the river.
Exactly. Or mount, except right now you can jet around everywhere, no problems. And this is something, you know, before, when I first came onto the Realm team, kind of my idea was they had told me, okay, you're going to be doing world design. You know, that's cool. So I started looking at some of this stuff and wanted to move things around. Obviously, since Kret has moved to a different project, I'm like, okay, I have to do a lot of things, but I still want to focus on adding cool stuff to the world. And right now it's small things that I can do, props and lowering and whatnot, but I just wanted to give a little more opportunities for players to
That's
move around.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, right off the top of my head, how many times have I died on that hill up to the forge on the Jade Gardens? A lot of big battles there, and as you see, you know, our cameraman kind of took that additional little catwalky sort of flank route. And if you're not playing the mage, you know, you might not always have access to that vertical mobility.
That's
easy
in the
to come
river.
by.
That's
and
new.
you were mentioning some of these kill zones or these rivers that are oftentimes
Is this
tough
some sort
to
of a
navigate.
teaser?
Is that new? The cover here?
Yes, so all of it, there was no cover in this at all. It was just like, you're in the water and
for
you've
cover,
got to
makes sense.
be a better shot, right? Because like,
Makes sense.
you have nowhere to go or you need to use your
You're
movement
punching
ability.
up, for sure.
Punching up. So this is going to give the players, especially if you don't feel as confident and you're in a fight where you're having to shoot up and they're shooting down into you, they always have the advantage, right? They've got the high ground. So let's give them a little bit of cover. Let's give them something to hide behind and think about what they want to do next.
That's cool.
Anakin needs a chance, all right? It's not fair to just end it all there with the high
Oh,
ground.
look, there's another ramp over there.
All right, we stand with Anakin here on the OB19.
I like it. I like it. They're
patch
thinking
note
outside
show.
of the box finally.
Kind of cruising around here. All these little things started feeling new, these little catwalks. Anything that's like a ramp and are the cliff faces themselves lower?
Oh, there's something
a
here as
couple
well.
of, like a few choice ones are, and they're a little harder
Cover,
to shot, but
okay,
because some of
okay,
these
good.
changes are pretty subtle. But yes, there are quite a few cliffs where I've just lowered them and lowered everything else with it, so you wouldn't really notice off the bat, right? But it gives a general feel of like the abilities. It's easier to get up. It's one of those things because before, like a heroic leap or a low-level soar probably wouldn't get up there, but now it's just going to be a lot easier for a lot of these hills.
I think it's fair, and it's definitely good to pay attention to that type of stuff, right? As the game philosophy changes, right? Movement abilities, everyone's got one, no one's got one. You can have two of them, you can have one of them, that type of stuff. All of that affects level design. So it's good that you guys are kind of hopping around and making sure that everything stays up to date and consistent. Now, with all of this, you know, fancy new stuff, accessibility, we're going to need to communicate with our teammates about where we want to go, what we want them to pick up, what we need. Obviously, team communication is paramount to success in Realm Royale. So we've got a fun new system, Andy, to help you do just that.
Yeah, so what we added was just a ping system, so that way when you click I think the default keybind is middle mouse button, it'll put a little ping on the map in world, it'll make a sound to notify to your teammate, so that way you can communicate exactly what you're looking at and what you're going to interact with, or potentially what you'd like your teammates to interact with. So yeah, it's just a really quick, easy way to kind of just point things out to the user or the other players.
Makes a noise, marks the map. Good for players who don't have mics or are queuing with just autofill. You're just playing with randoms, and that's part of the fun. Is I think the unspoken word or the random teammate.
I think they
you might
should give
get.
it another.
Or just playing late at night, as I know we all have. Plenty of days playing till the sun comes up with buddies back in the day for sure. And here's the pings. You can kind of see them, and they have the little range indicator. I mean, you could use this for, you know, a whole slew of reasons, right? Just spam it, get somebody's attention, make them look at you, that type of stuff. But it might not always be enough to just ping. Sometimes you need to communicate past that. And I think you got something for us as well on that front.
We do. So we basically took what we had for doing VGS, for doing sprays and all that, and moved it to this communication wheel. So it has a couple different sections for the chatter, for emotes, and for the tactical VGS commands. So this way you can open up this and you can select if you want to do an emote or if you want to communicate about something. So you ping the map and you say, hey, I'm under fire, and you're basically marked exactly where you're under fire from.
Gotcha.
So just a much easier, more accessible way to communicate without
better
actually
system
using
than
voice
Fortnite.
chat or
Enemy
typing.
spotted. Under
Perfect.
fire.
Super user friendly.
Yeah.
That's what all these things are, I think.
And on the other side of that token, there
Cool.
is the take this,
I'm the
in case you want
best.
to point out loot for your teammate to pick up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, Josh. A lot of these are, or some of these
Enemy
are
spotted.
old VGS
Behind
commands,
my
but some of
way.
them have been kind of new, implemented lines for the
frick.
purpose of communicating and
Frick.
around the ping system.
The
Right.
frickening.
Take this.
Take this.
Sort of,
That's a new one.
In the same vein, PC players used to be able to use some commands like joke and
Oh,
laugh,
frick.
and
Yeah.
now joke and laugh have actually been implemented into this new system, so console players will be able to use those as
Yep,
well.
that'll be good.
I gotta
Take
say, like
this.
the whole wheel
I'm
thing
the
feels much
best.
easier to do on
Whoa.
console. Because like, I'm a big fan of VGS, but I always play on PC. And anytime I would go to console, it's like you almost gotta like muscle memory, like this like cheat code of like down A B X
Yeah.
Y up, and it's like that's how I get this. I like this is very easy, like you mentioned, user friendly.
Yep.
You
Well,
rock.
more
Categories are
intuitive.
clear, very, very intuitive in terms of all of your options are right there laid out in front of you. You don't have to do any guesswork and no fancy button combinations really either. Not many keystrokes,
I got
I think, to get here. Anything else
Dropping
in
the
terms of
ball.
ping or communication system that I may have forgot to bring up that you want to mention before we go?
No, I think you pretty much covered anything unless Josh had something.
Well, you might have noticed on the first page there, you can equip 3 emotes and sprays.
Yeah, there
So
we
you'll
go.
get use out of, Battle Pass contains multiple sprays and emotes. So
There
it'd be
you
nice
go.
to be able to kind of use multiple, different sprays and emotes in a single game.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
Customize your
It's
loadout a
good.
bit.
As you have more
Like her
options,
voice? I like
why
her voice
choose?
too.
Bring
Yeah.
them all into the realm with you. You never know which ones you're going to want for that
Not too
situation.
excessive,
That
but
does
it
it for
actually
pings,
feels like the
communication,
skin.
Jade Gardens, our bundle. We're going to move on to balance, one of my favorite sections, and
Yep.
this is where you will take the reins and
is the
kind
part
of
I hate
guide
the
us
most.
through the scales tipping here. And
Of
pretty
course.
pretty
We nerfed the
short,
stone
I
staff.
think, section here. Stone staff is going to be the first thing up on our docket.
Yep.
And the time between shots has been increased
I
ever
fucking
so
called it.
slightly. That's the first thing happening.
Yeah, so coming onto the project, we're not going to jump super heavy off this first one like, hey, let's change a bunch of stuff, but we wanted to change a couple things.
My first act as king is to undo everything the last king did.
Exactly. I mean, we could do that, but we chose, maybe not yet, but maybe eventually. So this is that idea that we looked at this ability or this weapon that was very powerful. People talked about it a
A
lot.
good boy.
Yes. It was a
They
good
don't-
boy.
it's not
Maybe
the
too
weapon
good. So what we
itself.
did is we thought, okay, it feels
fire.
really good at range.
Yeah.
It feels really powerful, and like if you're good with it, you're killing people all the time. Like
Yeah,
that's
if
cool.
you're
but
good
let's,
with it,
let's
you're
tone
killing
it down a little
people.
bit.
Let's not
or just
give
tweak
that
it,
to
maybe not
people.
even tone
Makes
it down.
sense.
So what we did is we increased the time between shots, right? Maybe if you've played Paladins, maybe if you've checked out Inara, since it's her staff, right? It feels a little more similar to that, not quite as
Gotcha.
extreme. So it's you got a little bit more in between each shot. But what I did to kind of compensate for that is it does a little more damage, where you're like, oh wait,
Okay.
that's kind of insane. But what then? The final piece is that we took down the accuracy just a little bit. So when you're ADS'd, it's not a sniper anymore. You're not getting shots across the map,
Right.
which is cool. Maybe not the best feel when you're killed
That's
by it from
stupid.
across the map. So we just toned that down.
There you
That's
go. I
fucking
think that's pretty
stupid.
intuitive. I think all that makes sense for the
Reduce
stone
the
staff.
accuracy while
That's
not in
gonna be
ADS. It's
3
one
quick
thing.
changes
Reduce it
there.
when you're
Longbow
ADS.
will be the only other weapon seeing changes, and we
Fuck.
have increased the gravity drop off with a max drawn bow shot. What does
Yes.
that mean exactly?
So now you, before when you would take those longbow shots, you could just aim where you wanted, hit them on the body with a fully charged shot, and it would land if they didn't move. Now you need to aim a little above. Right?
Longbow
You've got
increased
that
gravity
actual
drop off
that
when
you
fully
expect.
You were
drawn.
just solving the problem of infinite energy as your arrow just went on forever.
Exactly. I mean, that's cool. That's very realm. But let's tone it down.
Make it a little
just
bit
so you
more
make it
realistic,
A little
okay.
more of a skill shot, and maybe something that you have to compensate for.
Would you expect this to be kind of like the sniper, where there is drop off, but it's not super bad or
Yes.
super egregious unless you're at a really, really long range? You
I
almost don't
think
even have to
actually
think
the
about it
bow
too
should
often.
have
Right.
more
it's,
drop
it's actually
off
probably
because it's a
it's
bow.
like that
You're
because
drawing
longbow
it with
before
your
was, like,
fucking
almost
hands.
none, or it might have been.
I think it wasn't. I use a lot of longbow, kind of for that reason, because I hate learning drops of
does
weapons
headshot.
at different distances and
Don't
wind.
forget that.
Where is it?
All right, that one looks good. I just I want to just put the crosshair on the damn player and
I'm
then let
sorry.
it rip.
I need you to bring it. I need you to practice.
All right. I'll get good. I'll get good for you, Alex. Like
And-
we said.
Yeah.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Yeah. One more thing about the idea of these balance changes. One of the key things about this is our element system. That's a big thing
Yeah.
that people talk about, and that's not something that we're saying right here, but it's an idea that we're going to do.
I don't know what that is.
Meaning your like legendary element enchant.
Yes, so it's like
Gotcha.
your fire, the ice, the electricity, right? I think that's
Which just gives you the
lightning.
vision.
Yes, we're
What
going to be
random question I just had.
Yeah.
Soul Gust, the vision talent, does that apply to your whole team, or is
you.
that just to you?
Just
Okay,
you.
good clarification.
Yeah. But yeah, so the idea is that we will be revisiting elements.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, that's a fun little foreshadow, guys. We're going to move on to bug fixes. That does it for our balance changes. Andy, you're going to take us through majorities. You mentioned,
a little heads up. Back before this patch showcase, the talent was making people be slowed for 2 seconds up to 50% when hitting with the Soul Gust. Now, they're going to be revealed to you for a specific amount of time with that talent. So they're giving reveals to the mage. That's actually good. That's what they were talking about before. I wasn't like understanding. Now I understand. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I like it. I like it. Probably not going to use it, but still a good addition to the mage. That it's just going simply for self-sustainability or team sustainability. Seems better.
Sound is huge, especially in a big battle royale map. If something sneaks up on you and you didn't hear it coming, it can be a very frustrating experience. That's good that you guys are kind of paying attention to that. Next one is fixed a small area in Jade Gardens where players could get stuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically something we constantly look for as well.
Right.
Given that it's such a gigantic map, it might be easy for us to not catch one of the things.
I got to report the window.
Even if we do, we
on-
still have to make
on
sure
Trinity.
that
I
we
forgot about
balance
that.
everything else and make sure we fit it in to actually fix the
Definitely.
collision, make sure it feels smooth, and try to just reduce those issues as soon as they come up.
Cool. So
Hi,
a lot
Brickhards, how
of changes
you
to
doing?
Jade Gardens coming up. Hopefully you won't get stuck as often. If you were a fan of that spot, I'm not sure exactly where that was, but fixed an issue where legendary ice block would heal more than intended.
Yeah.
How much more, Andy?
I actually don't remember the exact number. Do you remember the exact number?
I heard that it was twice as much.
It was
Ah.
So, you know,
twice as
just a little
much.
2x, not bad.
Gotcha. Not quite as cold
that's
anymore.
True. I'm just still gonna use it until
Yet
they
another
fix
thing
it.
that we're just trying to make sure we clean up.
Clean it up, onward and upward. Next on the list, fix an issue where the loot goblin would freeze and not drop
Thank
loot
you.
when
Thank
eliminated.
you for fixing this shit.
That's never happened to me. That little, son of a just takes off running. I mean, he's so tanky, and I do my best to like body block him. That's something one of my buddies taught me is you can body block, get in his way, but sometimes he would just freeze and not drop loot, I guess.
Yeah, it was one of those sorts of issues that just kind of took a while to figure out exactly why it happened, and once we figured that out, it was pretty straightforward to fix it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we just fixed that up once we figured out once we know what's going on.
And I'm not a big coder, but I always kind of like, what was it? Like, what did it? If you could put it in layman's terms. I always think these are kind of fun for me to listen
I think
to.
it was even just something as simple as checking
cool.
if
Thank
its
you,
health
Breaker Hearts.
was
Thank you
less
for the loot.
than instead of less than or equal to 0.
Gotcha.
Like it was just a very simple thing where if you did the exact right amount of damage and brought him to 0, almost everything would happen except for the part where it properly dropped loot and like deinitialized him. So we just kind of hang out there and not drop the loot.
That's kind of cool. I always like to hear that type of stuff. Fixed an issue where keybinds for opening and closing the map differed on console.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was
When you
probably
play
a bit
any mobile
more
games,
to
you're
figure
talking
out
to me,
exactly
right?
why
'Cause if
it
you're
was
talking to me, I
happening
don't play
than
any game.
I would have liked, but once I figured out what was going on, it was just a little bit of difference between how the keybinds get captured on console versus keyboard
Are you
and
hitting
mouse.
on Mave? No
And
ads?
essentially, once you opened the map, it wasn't respecting the keybind to close it again. So I just
Gotcha.
did a few changes to make sure it actually respected that keybind and closed it as well.
And our main man, cameraman, brought up something about hit detection as well. He said you would know
Oh, yeah.
what was going on there. Not on our list officially, but you got an extra little something.
It definitely
for us.
should have on the list. Yeah, that was actually one of the first things I looked at when I got on the team. Was just kind of looking at what was the most frustrating things in the community, and the biggest one was hit detection. And given that I've worked on Paladins for like 2.5 years,
Yeah.
and like we share a common code base, so I know a lot about how we handle hit detection.
Got a
I
lot of
basically
PS3
spent
games.
like probably a week digging into it, finding ways to reproduce it, and then once I was able to reliably reproduce it, implementing fixes for it and testing against it, make sure I can't find any other cases where you shoot a projectile and it looks like it hit, but it didn't hit. So since I've made my changes, I haven't been able to reproduce any issues, but if you do see any further issues where it looks like something should have hit, please make sure you let us know. You can at me on Reddit or whatever, and we'll take a look at it and see if we can figure out what's going on.
Could have swore my shot hit there, Andy. There's no way it wasn't me, man. There's just no way. There's a bug here, bro. I don't know what. Address some issues. That's the next thing on our list with T-posing when picking up a new weapon.
Really?
Yeah, that was actually another
That was
programmer
still
that
here?
fixed that one. I don't remember what the core issue was, but it was definitely happening, and he spent some time and he kind of dig into it and
Cool.
figure out what's going on and fixed it.
I didn't
Love
know
it.
there
Next
was zero
issue,
even.
Fixed where the incorrect rune were showing when spectating another player.
Yeah, it was basically showing your runes when you were spectating instead of the person you
Gotcha.
were looking at. And actually, I fixed a couple other issues around spectating, like it hides the keybinds when you're not the one playing when you're spectating. It'll actually show damage numbers correctly. It'll show the team that you're looking at on the map, so that way, like, you have just essentially a clear view as if you are viewing from their eyes.
Yeah.
Because before, when I first started looking at that, there was just a lot of bits and pieces that just weren't working correctly when you're spectating. So I went ahead and cleaned that up.
Awesome. So last one here, fixed an issue where players could see shadows through walls. Continued improvements planned in the future.
Yep. Yeah, that was one of the things that once I started looking at what the community cared about and I started seeing that this was happening, where it generally only tended to happen indoors where someone was around a corner.
Yeah.
And the way that our shadows render indoor, unfortunately, allows the shadow to kind of clip through the wall a lot of times. So I was able to, thankfully, squeeze in a really quick change into OB19.
Yeah.
But it was our final build, so like I didn't have
What's
time to
new?
do
An
more, so I put a
ability,
really
new
quick
pack,
change in.
some changes
so
to
it
the
should
map.
improve a lot of the issues, but it still unfortunately isn't going to
new
be perfect in some
emotes,
scenarios.
spray,
But in probably
and
90% of the time, it should be
VGS
good.
system,
But
a
I've been
wheel,
continually working on for 20
go with
an
multiple
even better
sprays,
solution
multiple
for
ability,
it. So that way,
multiple
if you do not
emotes,
see someone, they will not
new
render
mount on the
shadows unless
pack.
they're on your team, because I figure if they're on your
Perfect.
team, it doesn't matter as much.
Gotcha. And that's awesome. I appreciate like all the little like layman's term, because like I said, I'm not a coder by any means, but I like to know like what was it that was doing stuff. And I think this kind of helps everyone out there as well who's not a coder, like just sort of think about like what makes bugs tick, what is the game, how is the game seeing this interaction, and it can maybe make you a better player, or reporting bugs and things like that. You could be a little bit more specific. In the past, you know, this went wrong here, and helps you think about a new situation. At least for me, in my experience, not having any coding experience, obviously. Any final thoughts from anyone? Anything else that we missed you guys want to mention before we go? We're wrapping up here.
I've got a few things.
Okay.
So when we think about the Soul Gust, you throw out the the purple head, right?
Yeah.
Thor says that's a ram. I don't think it's a ram. What do you guys think?
I mean, there is a mount called the Nightmare Mount that is very similar, almost exactly the same, and it's not a ram.
That is a horse, right?
Yeah. I
Weird.
mean,
Last I checked, it's a horse.
look at that horse.
Look at that horse.
Look at it go.
Yeah, look at that ram doesn't roll off the tongue.
Ah,
Look at that ram.
can't argue with that. You really can't. Any other closing thoughts, or is that what you're going to leave us with, Josh?
That's pretty much what I wanted to
That's
close
it.
out.
Look at that horse.
Look at that horse.
My friends. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. That's been the OB19 show. New faces here, Alex and Andy. Appreciate it. Hope to see more of you guys around. Of course, Josh, as always, love to see you, bro. That smile brightens up my day. Thank you guys so much for watching along. We hope you enjoy the new patch. Continued improvements on the up and up, guys. See you all next time.
All right. Gee. Memory all PDF up. Let's see. Maybe they changed it. Already updated or download, so is the Switch worth it? It depends. If you're a person who has times for video games and you just you don't have a good PC, it's cheaper than having a PC, and it's at least a lot more fun to play with a Switch than possibly having to sit still on a computer or on a PlayStation or a computer. But the thing is, you have a lot less games, so you have to think, are the games available on Switch right now the ones that you like? Or is there any other thing that you may like, that it's only like on PlayStation or Xbox or PC itself? Like, you gotta check that out on yourself. Yeah, but the version match, they closed the PDS and already changed it. They haven't updated it yet. Let me see Discord really quick. I'm right now. Here, I think. Tune in to OB16 in 19. Learn about a new skill in the cosmetics. Blah, 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 blah. They're on Mixer as well. Yeah. too inaccurate. Talent for Soul goes so impactful. Okay, nice picture. I'll just go. Look at my horse. It's amazing. Thor was calling it a fucking ram when clearly it's not. I mean, I thought about that initially, but then I just straight up, as soon as I saw it, the ability itself, I was like, no, shit. The Nightmare Mount. They just took the head of the Nightmare Mount, made it an ability, like the Fireball, but it goes through walls. Simple. Easy. I don't have the money for a PC or PS4, and it's on special. Special, you mean like in a special price? Is that it? Wait, didn't you have a Switch? I thought you were talking about as if you had one. That XP boy. Quests. Eliminate 10 players, loot 5 items, rare or better quality, loot a legendary item. Yeah, we're good. I'm almost done with the battle pass as well. I just have 5 levels to do. That's pretty much it. Then I'll get the vroom vroom. What's the fucking name? HL1700. I didn't even saw that it was a name. What? I like this. Possibly one of the best mountain modes I've seen them doing, actually. But I thought you'd take a break, and I was gonna take a break until I noticed that it was gonna be like 10 minutes until the patch preview. All right, so I did the live reaction. Now we're gonna go for some games. Pretty nice. Know what I mean? How about this? I'll open the chest of the live before the end of the stream, perhaps. There's not even anyone there watching. No problem. I got a lot of time, and it's actually filling up with the double of the speed because of the Super Fan Festival. Pretty good. Put all my money in it. Boom. By the way, available total earnings 180,000. Jesus Christ, Mamma Mia. They haven't said anything. If I'm oh, thought it was verified already. What the fuck? I'm not. They haven't said anything yet. I was like, okay, am I verified? What? Not verified, partnered. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Okay, cool. I have no one to play ROM with. Are you playing on Switch or PC? I tested it out on PlayStation. It's not bad, but like on consoles, like the best thing for you to use with the sword is definitely the best weapon to use on console is the sword. That's what I wanted to say, but I just got confused. What you get confused? Got some. Well, we got some follows. All capture specific go. Memory all. Allow transparency. Fucking transparency. Oh, transparency for the others things in the back. Hell no. Force scaling. No. Limit capture. Book rate. gonna put an image in the back. Oh, where's the picture? Done. Transition. There we go. A lot better. I haven't wanted to play RAM, no RAM on a Switch. I play on PS4, but I'd rather have no. Do you have PS4 too, or I have on Switch and X? I rather have on Switch and X. You have an Xbox as well? Holy G. Alright. Waiting for my wife really quick, and then we got into the game. I like this gun actually. Nice. Very nice. I like the detail. I like the way it looks. They had actually a lot of attention to details. The skin itself has a lot of detail. I like it. It's futuristic still, but looks still awesome. I would love to actually test it out at later. I thought this was only going to be able... It would just be here for like 10 days after 1 of April. We're already in May, and it's still here. So what's going on? Are they drunk? I've also thought the Realm Royale is dead. I'm glad some people are still playing it. I think there's still a lot of people playing it. The problem is the people who usually see me play Paladins, for example, they don't usually see me play. I think there's more people watching me play Realm Royale that don't even know that I do Paladins than the other way around. I have a lot of people that when I go into Realm Royale, they're like, Realm Royale. I know that the game lost a lot, sure. And it's not on its current best state. But to be fair, it wasn't on the best state either when it was, you know, with 100,000 people playing it. Back then, it was an exciting new game. People wanted to test it out, and so they jumped into it. The same thing happened to Apex, and right now Apex is losing a lot. Apex is not even showing up on clips anymore or anything like that. Because it's not bringing out new content. There's nothing new there to add. Fortnite, on the other hand, is trying to add things in order to not maintain like a, you know, that same thing over and over again so people get bored. They're trying to add new exciting things, new ways to play, and so on. They're adding extra stuff. But the problem is they are adding also a lot of explosives and SMGs and weapons that make you move. It's just fucking weird. Alright? It's just weird. Let's go. PC or PS4? PC. PC. Computer P. Skipped frames? The fuck? add new ops, it keeps things interesting. I think the same thing you're saying is they should add more classes to Realm Royale. I mean, it wouldn't be bad. But you look into Paladins, and adding new champions is clearly not making a cut for it. I'm guessing they should add new modes. Just here to say hi. Hi, Zabratak, how you doing? I can still see your picture. I know that it's you. Okay, I know it's you. Bye. Rip Stone Staff. It was nice meeting you. I have the ice. Yes. Apparently the ice block is doing a lot more than it's supposed to, so I'm just gonna abuse it while I can. Right? Is that the way to do? I was gonna do what? I can't remember. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, let's check this to see if I have everything. Realm Royale, image, live notification, so on. Okay. I have a shit ton of people around me. Are they trying to look down my skirt? You fucking pigs! They're just after me. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Are you having fun there and there? People, okay, gotta go. Bye bye. Bye bye, maybe see you next time. Oh, Blade just comes here and then Maeve just goes away. No, Rainbow is a tactical game. Ops have special tools on, can blow open walls, one send drones, one set spook traps. It's interesting. You can unlock by playing. You can unlock stuff by playing. You don't have to spend money on loot boxes. That'd be awesome. Hey, Trademark, how you doing? Knives for snowflakes, I'll send you a clip. What's the difference between a snow lady, snowman, snowballs? They actually did it good with that voice back as well. It was good. Oh. Live person. You doing, bitch? Oh, he died. Yo, I have 1,800 HP. I need to get stuff fast. Do you get alpha packs or just cosmetics like HYPERX? Okay, so they're like exact same structure, this idea. Okay. Oh no. The bot. Fuck. He was one shot too. Lasagna. Bitch, lasagna. Look at the You're just trying for the mamas.
Healing up.
They also changed this room over here. They forgot to mention that. I mean, they were not going to be going like through every single... I missed the live update show already? Yeah, you did. There's nothing really too much new. It's pretty much what we already knew that was coming because of the PDS. Oh, not burning it.
Why isn't this magical? Aw, hello there.
Go to loot more. If I can get some some potions. They played Ghost Recon game? Nope. Got people on me. They're in front of me. Fucking bird.
Using a health potion.
Nice. So long, sir.
The fog sets in.
Sub to PewDiePie, pretty please. I already did. How many times do you want me to sub to him? So, ability? Spoon. Potions of both because I'm health.
Sick.
Just a main fan and main kittens. I know. Wish the Maeve could actually get the love that she deserves on the game. Take away street justice and give her a buff like it's been asked by everyone. It's like oh, you need a burp? You need a nerf? Here, have a skin. Have a skin. Skins will make it play better. Kreepers, did you know that the Epic launcher is by software? Epic launch. Is it? Well, that's bullshit if that's true. But how could it be by software?
Who's a good boy?
Did they take information out of your computer, or
Found an epic.
because that's what pretty much everyone already does. Anything you create or install, that's it. And oh shit, I need to open a chest to have a mission to loot a legendary. I think it's weapon. Yeah, no, it's an item. It's an item. Thing legendary can do. Have you not seen Maeve when she got released? I know that she was a lot better. I started playing soon after she came out. Alright, she was doing 600 a pounds, 500 per blade. She had an Artful Dodger back then. She would also, I think she had a card that would increase the distance of her pounces. More. She had the triple jump. And the cooldowns being reduced upon kills on the pounds. You could still buy death hands with her. Pretty funny. I know that she was a lot better. Then she got nerfed on the pounce damage, then the blade damage. Her blades went to 400, and I think they gave her a little bit back. Just a tiny little bit back, not too much. Then they also brought up around like OB64 the Street Justice, which was like, what the actual fuck? They had to nerf it once, and then they saw, yeah, that's not gonna work. So they had to recreate it, but they put it an execution on it. I did not like it, to be honest. I did not. Just the old Makoa. What? Because of the HP nerf? If Rainbow is on special like 7%, would you buy it? I don't know. Right now, spending money in games is not a thing that I'm a fan of. Unless it's like necessary for my job, specifically. And since I don't have the time to play Rainbow Six Siege, it's not a priority. I could play it, but due to my knowledge and so on, I would have to play it for a very long time till I could start doing something with it. Starting just literally playing it like, oh hey, I'm a new person on Rainbow Six Siege, people would be like, yeah sure, we already have our streamers and YouTubers of that. We're not gonna start seeing you now. So yeah.
Found an epic.
Sort of can understand my idea. Jingle bells, Berwick smells, willow lady bag. Dash is straight, ain't so great in the Paladin City day. So I was just hanging out, right? The goblin. It's a goblin. Someone were to donate. Well, it's different. If somebody donates to me the amount for the game and says, okay, this is you to buy the game, I would do it because, you know, it's like they want to buy but just they can't send it. Usually I think people can even send the games through the Steam. It's not even necessary to donate the amount because there's loss in the middle. Unless like I'm in real need and I'll say, okay, I'll buy the game as soon as I can, but for now I'm gonna use this money for something else. No, with the operation from my wife still in, with that happening, it's still, there's still priorities right now. Nothing I like. Like, it's not the first time, for example, that Beam has offered me stuff without actually donating. He just offers the game. He offered me, for example, Overwatch. He didn't... We sort of already had it, like, talked about it, like, that I wanted Overwatch, and I do play Overwatch, and sometimes I've already streamed it as well. I'm getting better at the game, and I even played it competitively and got pretty much diamond straight up. So I'm good at the game. The thing is, right now, most of the people who watch me want to see Paladins. If I were to be a person that on my streams I'm more like, you know, that professional gaming, then people would just pretty much like show up on anything different that I play because they just want to see the plays. Since people know me for playing Paladins, having a little bit of knowledge into the game, tutorials and so on, they want to see Paladins. So I go Realm Royale and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to see that. No. Paddling through these. Chase those fuckers! Move, I'm made. Up. Far Darkness followed me on. I don't get it. How are they doing that? The link is there, but supposedly if they press for this follow, it would give an error. They can still follow me? OB19? This isn't Paladins, man. No, this is Realm Royale. It's still OBs. You fool. Did you change your name or you're not the Makoa of Mixer?
Aw, hello there.
I may be mistaken. But this is Realm Royale. Realm Royale, you know, Paladins is the daddy. Realm Royale is the kid. Had a little bit of early success, but then just fucked over. Fortunately. Ah, damn it. How long have I been trying to get the legendary ice bar? Like, come on. Give me that shit. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. What is this guy doing? Following me. Yeah. Should have kept quiet, kid. Your hammer's not gonna do as much damage as I will. Yeah, I'm not gonna luck. Yeah, you thought. You think that I've been playing this game for how long? People, they... Okay, there's two of them. This is your fucking play, bro? Really? Really, bro? Really? Ow, amazing gameplay right here, bro. And let's just hide in a fucking corner and start shooting embers into the air. Eventually people will show up and we're like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. Nope, you did not kill me. Not. With resurrection? Well, you do get respawn on paladins, don't you? Right in the bells. He says that? Open the stream chest. I'll probably open it up in the end. Did I do a rune? I didn't. This rune is my wife's.
Using an armor potion.
And I just did one myself. Fuck! Yeah, BO4 sucks. Not exactly. BO4 doesn't have as much success as the other games because they're fucking it up a little bit. They're going more into the Modern Warfare style. I didn't like it. And then the story is just... The story of zombies, they kind of fucked it up. I thought they would actually put a little bit more effort into it. How you doing? Sniper shot. Shot on this side here. Get closer. Close the gap here a little bit. Moving so he doesn't get a clear shot on us. Where he is. Hide him behind the rock. Let me.
Who's a good boy?
Heard the shot from this. Get the houses, perhaps behind that rock over there, and maybe then move to the houses. Yeah, deep on this house. Okay. This house hired. One person at least for now. He's up there. He's waiting for me. Hey, bitch. Nice try. You the sniper one? Yeah. Well, that map looks way cooler in RR. On the side. Right there, right there. Right there, I can see. Okay. DC, bitch. Hold up. Careful, careful, careful. He has a sniper.
Using a health potion.
Okay, I hit one. SCC, dumbass. Try that already. Remember? One of them is chicken at least. So it's a fair fight right now. Right here. Take the kitty. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead, I'm dead. They're after me. Fuck. Oh, they fixed the standing on the roofs part? Oh, that motherfucker. Dead. You have this poison, the legendary one. Oh, fucked up to kill against that weapon. GG. Elite? What is that? Thank God went downhill after BO2 or BO3. BO3 was the start of the downfall of Call of Duty to me. There's so much that you can push. And clearly they were pushing too much on that same subject over and over and over again. Like they wanted to, you know, yeah, we want to go futuristic in the future. What they did, BO4 is not, technically speaking, a failure. It's they were trying to reboot Black Ops 3, and they fucking failed. Because they grabbed the exact same characters that you had on Black Ops 3, glued all together, and just took away like the futuristic stuff, just made it like modern. That's it. Okay, boots at the ground. Is that what you wanted? There you go. You have it. To be fairly honest, I think that there's a little bit of a point where people can go with the futuristic stuff, just not that much on like where you have, for example, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. You know, it's too much.
I like ice cream.
No ice creams! Oh, I didn't see you there giving me the ice cream, Elite. Thank you. When will you open the chest? Possibly by the end of the stream. Before I go, just open up the chest.
Ice cream, nice. I like ice cream.
3 ice creams. Let's go. How long have you been streaming, Creepers? Almost 4 hours. But I had a gap in the middle of like 10 minutes. It was Paladins until like end of like 3 hours, and now we've been on Ram Real after we saw the showcase. Money, money, money. Thank you for the diamond. Elite as well with a diamond. Let's go. GG. Thank you, man. BO3 is good. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like about BO3 was the RNG on the cosmetics. It was pure garbage, forcing people to spend more and more money out of it. Fucking hell. Like they really wanted to make as much money as possible, just like milk the cow as much as possible, so then they can just shut it fucking down. And that's what they did with Black Ops 4. The story of zombies, for example, is not bad, but everybody wants to know the story about the original, the original team. And they're just basically put in a map, reworked. Hey, you want the map? Here you go. Here you have it. Here you have it. There. Boom. There's a little bit of story there. Now they're going to continue it, and then they're already saying there's going to be a Black Ops 5 because the story of this team that we have right now, the new team of Ram Real. Wait, what the fuck? They actually spawned a fucking goblin right at the start? Okay. Not every day that this happens, and he got stuck too. No weapons? Revolver. Take this ability then. What? Oh my god! Yes, thank you. I can test it out. Oh, sorry. Desculpa. Pensei que tinha menos. We're all in Zenati. Oh, I could have gone up there. Thank you for the ice creams as well. What is going on today? It's like skipping frames. It's the internet. The other 3 or 4 aren't Black Ops games because they don't follow the story. I don't know what to tell you on that. I like, how can I say this? The story sort of follows the same. It's just not what people wanted. I think they were giving a little bit more interest into the zombies part, and I agree with it. The zombies part is good. If anything, I could even possibly do a specific game just for zombies. I would love to have a game where it's literally all the zombies maps so far. Legit. And that's it. No multiplayer, just that specifically. They could possibly make a shit ton of money. All the maps there, and instead of having like DLCs, what they would do is with time, they could even put like skins and so on, loot boxes inside of it. What they could do is something like, imagine the following. You could have an update for certain maps. Like imagine this map it's like it's outdated. It's a very old map already. So they give it an update, new mechanics, new textures, you know, make it more. Oh, COD Mobile looks good. Nah, not my cup of tea. I already don't play anything on mobile pretty much, especially those games. If I want to have a good experience playing those type of games, I'll probably go into PC, PlayStation 4 or something like that. Not a mobile. Not that my cell phone can't handle it, because it can handle like games like the heaviest car games and so on. I already tested it out and it works fine. Just that, like, if anything you could do is you play that on a tablet. Play that on a tablet and connect a keyboard and mouse to it. Like a mini computer on the go, you know what I mean? Like almost like a laptop, but more like even more mobile. Right? Hey Sianfa, how you doing? Welcome. Wait, oh, what the fuck? I can go up there?
He's a good boy.
Oh, got people. There's more than one. There's 3 people at least. Okay, I killed the revived person. But there's a team incoming. Here they come. One. think you're going, huh? Huh? World of War was the most brutal COD campaign. It was more into the reality of the history, you know? More a game that people would like to say, yeah, I played it and it goes through the story.
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's
Ooh,
nice.
sniper, think. I think I did a rune and so on. I gotta go back. Get these potions. But how are you doing, Kreepers? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Got something on my throat. Ah, reload room. Let's go. Yeah. That's the secret. And guards, there's so many outside. Yeah, shouldn't. Guards. It's a bot, I think. At least it looks like. Yeah, possibly is. Healing for more double of what it's supposed to? I don't. Is it?
Using an armor potion.
Did I give more diamonds but less often, or some amount, the amount of ice creams like I do now? It's up to you, buddy. If you have a lot to give and you want to give them, like, give them once in a while. While I'm streaming, I mean, I'm not gonna stop the stream just yet, so. Then I'm gonna open up the chest. Just keep talking on the chat so you can have a little bit as well as back for you, you know? Then you can donate it back. Hee 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 hee.
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
Yay, 5 ice creams from the wife.
I
Whee!
like ice cream. Thank you for the
Oh,
ice
hey,
cream.
hey,
Ice
she's gonna beat you.
cream's nice.
She's gonna beat you. She wants to go up. She's gonna go up.
I like
10 ice
ice
creams.
cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
Got people right here in front of me.
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream.
Thank you for the ice creams, wife.
Nice.
10. 5. No,
I
it's
like
10. It's
ice
10.
cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
Oh, there's a chest right there.
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice. I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
Well, there's
I
2
like
chickens. Wife,
ice
come here.
cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
Go, second.
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream.
Nice.
Ice cream's nice. I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream.
Armor potion?
Ice cream's nice.
Wife already has that. I can
Who's a
take it.
good boy? You are. Yes, you are.
Go. Go, 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 go. I wish this game actually had a lot more, like, more people would know it, because I think that a lot of people would enjoy this game. Voila. How you doing? Tigris. Savannah not gonna beat me. Oh no? Don't challenge my wife. She'll ban you just to beat you. I'm joking, by the way. Hey, a diamond! She beat you now. And he puts another diamond. Like, no! My wife puts another diamond in the table. Sad. Savannah, does it hurt your back to carry creepers? It probably does. I mean, I can't do much, you know, for all the time that I've been playing Marmel since I started. Carrying everybody else's ass. Now it's my turn to be carried by my wife.
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
Get this guy.
I like ice cream.
Forge
Thank
on.
you for the ice
Oh,
cream.
come on, wherever you.
Ice cream's nice. I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice cream's nice.
There he is. How you doing?
I like ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. Ice
Reviving
cream's
somebody.
nice.
Oh, that's not a person. Got time. Kill him. Oof! Oof! I am sorry, dude. If he comes into the stream and checks this out, that, like, holy shit. Oh, fuck. Gotta run. At the high ground. I wasn't even healing. What the fuck? You wanna go? Oh, fuck, no. You don't wanna go. You don't wanna go. Don't kill me, please. This fucking kitty. No, bro! Fucking bastards. They went to the forge after we got to kill the guy. They were just waiting for us, probably. I don't have time to watch other streamers to farm those points for ice cream. Thank you for the ice cream. It's fine, man. Don't worry. You made children play COD. I don't care about that. That makes it even easier for me. They can complain all they want. It's just more people for me to destroy. Savannah, does it hurt? Wait, technically Savannah has infinite money because it goes to Kreepers. Yeah, but she's not using the money I get. Alright, because first of all, I would lose more. And second of all, I would have to somehow give it to her. And she doesn't stream for me to give it to her. There's like a dropout. Like, you can't just grab the money and throw it to somebody else and then throw it back to yourself. It doesn't work like that. You can, but you're going to lose a lot. There's going to be a... Alright, let's open up the chest so I can go away. Time to leave the stream. Get ready, Elite. You're gonna get something, I think. 36.5. Holy sh... Holy fucking... That is a lot. Yo. Can I grab some myself? And no kid. That's why I also like to play Paladins. There's so many kids in it. Easy. Like, I just have a laugh sometimes when some of them are just so fucking toxic. You hacker. Aim lock Trogus. You can't even do that, you dumbass. Like, how dumb are you that you can't even fucking understand how I've got more? I think it also it also takes in consideration maybe the donation. But to be fair, my wife was on the last stream, so maybe it counts during the entire time of, as long as the chest is open when you talk, and even if you leave the stream and then you come back, as long as the chest hasn't been opened, you get it. If you're not in the stream when it's open, then you just lose everything. I guess that's it. Thank you, Elite. All right, we're gonna go now. We're gonna have lunch. Lunch, not a lunch, like a snack, midday snack. back, but you still got a lot back. Is that what you just donated? How many did you get? Like 14, right? Yeah, you donated 14. Thank you, Elite. You donated back what you got. That's awesome, thank you. Wrecking noobs in COD, that's what I do. That's what we like, man. What I like doing. Ram Royale. All games have kids. What's up? Close the music. Far Darkness, thank you for the follows. Not yet. That will be going. Can I also donate 0? Try to do a support ticket for that. I don't know. But good luck trying. I don't know. Darkness is following. Hey, what? A claim actually fucking worked. Holy shit. I never had anyone be refused, but I just most of my claims are just nothing. Like, they don't say anything about it. They actually letting me claim it. They got the claim. Nice, bro. Very nice. Very nice. Although I think this video is actually, stream is actually not even visible. But whatever. I'll just put public. There. Changes up. And it's time for me to say bye-bye. Thank you very much for being here on the stream. Thank you for the donations and so on. You guys were amazing. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Solo 50 wins. That's just it. It's a max elite. I have a lot more than that. Literally, listen, let me show you something really quick. Let me just show you something before we go, right? Play capture. Right, so close that up. Close the game. I got a briefcase with basically all my wins. This is my season 1 wins, 305 wins. And this is my season 2 wins. Wait. My season 2 wins, 174. Not to mention that I have a lot of wins as well on my wife's account. This is there are some that I played on her account, as you can see here. I won 4 at least on this PC. On PDS. Yes, to be fairly honest. And I don't count my wife's. But since it doesn't count, normally it doesn't. It's not the first time that it doesn't count all my wins. I take prints of all my wins. Here. There's 1 or 2 that may look the same print because maybe I forgot to take a print out of that game. So I deleted it. This is the Engineer, Hunter, Warrior, Elimination. 5, 8, 17. 17 eliminations is Warrior solo. 12, 8, 7, 10, 9. Trying to see here a high number. The ones that I have 0 was basically where we were playing squads and I died before the end, and there was still no revive system. 10, 12. I had like the 20s. solo versus with the warrior. I have the gameplay for the 22 kills solo. Or is it? Pretty damn sure I had it here. I mean, I got the gameplay on YouTube. It has to be here as well. These are all my prints. At least after Steam. At least after it came out on Steam. Because it wasn't counting most of the times. That's Maeve Kit dead. Not flexing. No, it's not flexing. These are the wins throughout my entire career of Realm Royale. This has been 1 year of wins. Trying to find the 20. Literally, I can't fucking. I didn't find it? What? Pretty damn fucking sure it was here. Started. Supposedly. This is supposedly a season 2. Hey, Mighty M, how you doing? You made it in time? I'm literally about to end the stream. Literally. But it's okay. You guys can show up next time. We're here just like 5 minutes sooner. I opened the chest with 35. Oh, thank you for the diamond. Hold up. Oh, Mighty M as well. Thank you. Hold up. I think I can open the chest for you guys. I think. 8. Can I open it? No, I have to have 5. I thought it would go with the donation. How much is this? 3.1. 1,000? Hey, look, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna collect it as well. I'm going to open it. Yeah, save it. No, it's just this small. It's small. You guys can get a little bit back. Real Mighty M and Linux. Thank you for the diamonds, by the way. Thank you so much, guys. Creepers, save it up to like 100 or higher. We'll do that on like a legit stream. I don't want this to start like this. Have this cooldown. Imagine I'm not going to stream tomorrow or after tomorrow, and then the number's just going down, right? It's 5.1. Not that crazy amount. So there we go. Get it. Not much, but this is what I can do. Give you something back. Creepers, save it up to like 100 or higher. Sup? Hey, Zeramia, how you doing? But thank you for the diamonds. Thank you so much. Wait, what is it? Blades. Does the creep even check his chat? Does he get in? I do. Look, it's right here. I have the chats on the other screen. I read it sometimes, and I may not like immediately answer you, but I'm seeing it everything. So here's the loots. Hey, see, I get you something back.
Have you seen my lemons?
Now they're giving me back. All right, I'll save it for another chest. It doesn't make a lot of sense to give like small donations and then and for you guys. All right, I may even put up some points of my own soon enough to give back, and maybe like I'll tell you like to stay there on that specific day just for the people who have been helping me. But if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, thank you for the lemons. Tomorrow is what? I can be streaming tomorrow afternoon. Like right now, as you can see here, it's 5:32, right? So around this hour, possibly tomorrow, I'm gonna be here. Like in 24 hours, you should catch me here. Possibly, not 100%. Are you on my Discords, Linux and Mighty? Because if you guys are not there, you should. I can send you an invitation as long as you're on my on Discord. I can just invite you. I think I had you here. Yeah, Linux, I have you here. I'll invite you. My Discord. All right. Private hell. Invite people. Gonna edit this link. One use for you. And then I want to give one to Mighty, but I want Mighty to send me a message. Okay? Tell Mighty to send me a message. Show him my name. My name with the... How can I see my tag? Is it here? Here. This is my name. Okay, send it to Mighty. Send it to Mighty and tell him to send me a message so I can send him the invite, okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. And thank you for the donations, the being here. You guys are awesome. And I'm out. Bye-bye, guys.